and welcome back to the Mindful Model Makers Workshop. I've been progressing with the 060 Barrett steam loco that I'm building. I had a lot of difficulty in the front. I'll bring it up closer to you so that you can see. Right, so we've got the single cylinder here and in front the lubricator. Now, I could not get the lubricator to fit in because there is a part that goes through an O-ring that goes into the cylinder block. And this is where the lubricating oil for the cylinder goes. And I could not get the other side, so I had to take one side of the fitting off. There was just not enough room. I tried manipulating everything to get it in. But now I have got that in. It's pretty sturdy. Then I'm going to concentrate on putting the hook in at the front, because there's no point getting the hook in at the front because that would have got in the way of the lubricator. So underneath you got the bit after your run where you undo and you'll get the gungy mix of water and oil that will drain out. Then you put that back in, then you open the top screw, and then you can put your cylinder oil back in. So hopefully that's remedied that. The next thing I'm going to do is put the actual controls that work the piston in and out on, which is you get the standard axle to go through the middle, but it's a concentric axle that will obviously, as the wheels go around, and then I've got to try and do the timing. So I want to get that bit all done next, all that lower part of the loco, before I start building the superstructure, because that's the way I think it should go. Yeah, so anyway, that's basically where we are at the moment. It's only a quick video because it's taken me a while to work out how to get that to fit in. Yeah, I would like it to have fit both ways, but there was no way with the piece that I've cut off. There was no way that was actually going to locate in there and fit properly in there. So that was the bit I ended up cutting off. But it's strong enough. I don't think it's gonna be, you don't need to over tighten the screw. It's got a rubber washer on. I put a bit of oil in the thread on that just because the thread is very dry, and that seems to be working quite well. So obviously the cylinder going in and out, and then you've got the other side to link up. So next will be to put that bit across there and try and get the timing right. I need to do a lot of reading to find out, but because I've got the kit basically where you put all the parts are already built, and all you've got to do is put them in. Some of the holes you need to thread and various things. Countersink, you need to countersink bits so that the screws will sit below or level with the actual frame itself or whatever bit is going on. So there's a lot of bits of preparation, but I'm not going to bore you with going through that. So what I will do now I've got that, I will get the hook bit to go through the middle and glue that into position, and then hopefully that will hold that nice and steady. I might just plop a bit of araldite the other side of that just to hold on to this copper tank, clean it up so it's all clean, and then put a little blob of araldite through there just to hold that in position. But I think it's screwed in nice and tight down one side. I've got some thread lock coming, so once I'm pretty sure that things are pretty okay, I will thread lock. But the problem is, what you've got to be careful of is you don't know how many times you're going to have to take certain pieces apart at the moment. So I don't want to thread lock things up and then fine, because with these very small screws and that, you're going to end up with the thread stuck in the steel and you're not going to be able to get it out. You don't really want to start drilling out and cutting bigger threads. So I'm not going to kind of screw lock or thread lock anything until such times as I know that that piece is there permanently. So, and of course you've got to think about painting as well. That's the other thing that you've got to think about later on. So, you know, is it good to take it all to bits now and spray the inside of the frames and then put it back together? Maybe a good idea, because otherwise, and then you could thread lock back in once you know that everything is okay. But anyway, that's where I am at the moment. Cylinder in position and the lubricator, the cylinder lubricator's in position. And then I need to start tidying up one or two little bits and pieces. The buffers need to be setting at the right depth, and then some thread lock in there when it comes to make sure that they don't come undone. Various bits and pieces like that. So yeah, I'm not roaring away with this because I want to take my time, and I do want it to work. I've got to read all about the timing because I'm afraid that is one thing that eludes me a little bit. But with Barrett's, you can phone them up and you can pay for time, some instruction on the phone. You can go there and have varying lengths of time on courses when you're building your loco. But all I really want to do is learn how to set the timing up. It's either that, or I might go to a club where there's somebody that really knows what they're talking about and can show me how to do it. But I'm going to try and read it off the instructions to start with and see if I can get the timing right, and then we'll go from there. But anyway, it is progressing on. I like it. It's a nice loco, and yeah, so far so good. I've had to make modifications, but being from the engineering world originally, that's what fitting and all the rest of it was about. You might have two parts that on a piece of paper are supposed to fit together, but in reality they don't always. But I think that's going to be okay anyway. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you very much.